Lumineers, it is time to take a rest from your quest and check on in to the Lorekeeper's Inn, and I am back with another edition of Checking In with the Cousins. You don't have to say it in a southern accent, but I think it is better if you do. And today I have two certified cousins. We're starting with like the legal cousins, and these are two card-holding inaugural member cousins. I have JD and Color. You might know as JD's Quest, and ColorisLaw. That's their government name. But welcome.
Well, howdy, cousin. I'm happy to finally be here on Keeping Up with the Cousins. First episode on the Lorekeeper's Inn, and it's a great time for me to be here. Can I stop the southern accent, please?
You can, but I do find it comes back whether you like it or not. That is the persistent thing about a southern accent. It's the only accent that I think you can like just full send most of the time.
British you being from Georgia was kind of interesting because you went from like this Texan accent and then you dropped into your like Georgia accent. Was like, can I stop using my southern accent? I'm like, you're still doing it. You just changed regions.
I mean, maybe if I keep it going, I'm going to just fall back into that, and it's going to be my new life now. And that's how
Ewan's got to take on from here, and we'll see. Oh my God.
Come on, get the good in Gavin's.
Yeah. Ewan's get down to the crick, and we'll all have a good time.
Oh, not the crick. Oh,
crick. What time are you coming for supper?
Oh, not supper.
Speaking of supper
and dinner are two entirely different meals, so I need that.
It is true. And I mean, supper I think is before 5 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
because you sup, and I hate that.
You sup? Are you supped?
I grew up in North Carolina, man. This is like all
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And this is important. This is cultural. There's British listeners who are taking notes. They're like, next time I go to the DLC, I'll know about the culture.
Yeah, the DLC and the mountains of North Carolina. It's fine.
Honestly, maybe based on where they were this time.
They don't
possible.
have internet there.
DLC Appalachia.
Appalachian.
Whole different vibe.
I'll tell you what, buddy. Quest for pal. Sorry.
The Appalachian listeners are absolutely
all
irate.
Two of them are so upset right now.
Absolutely. But
I had to grow up there. It's fine. I can say these things.
Yeah, you did in Appalachia proper? Am I saying that right?
Like Western Carolina,
I remember a podcast once. I think it was Appalachia.
I don't know. Yeah, Western Carolina. Right in the mountains.
Whatever.
Yeah,
so Lorcana. Disney Lorcana is a game we all play. I described this to both JD and Colors. This is like Podcana, but a little fun. It's a little fun. But we're going to talk about
better. Can we throw that in here too? Or no?
First off, our meta calls are very accurate. They're going to be...
Oh, they're going to be so...
Tianago's good, but like, what is... I mean, Garrick's guy, they're cool, but like,
Whatever, dude.
Have they seen me play?
I was like, have they seen how much of this game that we watch them play?
Yeah, I watch you guys play way more than you play, probably, right? But I will say it's interesting. We're in so we'll kind of go, I mean, to kind of briefly go back, generally I want to talk about like what's going on in the world and then what's coming next. So what's going on in the world is we're in a holding pattern. Winterspell is approximately like 72 hours away from launch. This will be my first kind of question. Do you feel like this is the most... I feel like it's been the most new cards that people have talked about trying to shove into decks I've ever seen. Like normally it's like 1 or 2 cards teched in, and right now everyone's like, what about 40 new cards? How do you guys feel it's been what you've been seeing out there in the streets?
Oh, for me personally, in my own short opinion, I feel that this set, unlike other sets that we've had up until this point, like this one feels like a deck builder's paradise. Like people just want to get out there and make new things and try new things and get their creative juices flowing. So I agree with you, Katie. I think so far, so bold. You know, people out here just cooking with a lot of different things. But I'm sad to say that I think at the end, maybe it's just going to go back to...
Yeah, right? Just Blurple and Amethyst Steel.
Yeah, it's going to be Amber Steel and Blurple, but not Amethyst Steel. Unless they can... I don't know.
Enough.
So... Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I completely agree with JDZ. It's like, it's a deck builder's meta, and we're loving it, and it's fine, but Blurple's still very good. And I think that maybe Amethyst Steel is kind of like the new Ruby Amethyst, like, meme. You know what I mean? Like, Ruby Amethyst, we were great into 50% of the meta, and then 40% of the meta, and then we were 35% and unplayable. And but the thing is like, we always stuck around with it because it was so consistent. And that means that you had to, like, it was like, that, you know, we're cooked, we're so back, like bell curve of Ruby Amethyst. I think that like Amethyst Steel has kind of taken over that identity of decks in our meta. So it might be that Blurple's cooking right now, and then Amethyst Steel being the consistent, predator that it is, it's going to get halfway through the meta, and I think it'll probably find its flow. But that's true. But I was gonna say that's true of like most control decks. But hopefully, it's not Amethyst Steel that can do that the most consistently. Because I don't want to.
We're done.
I don't want to watch a deck be mid. You know what I mean? A deck be mid but good.
I'll never stop using this joke. You can't make me that Amethyst Steel is the Honda Civic. It has a good resale value. It's just a dependable family deck that, you can pass down for generations. It doesn't get you anywhere flashy, but it's reliable. You're not going to impress anybody, but you're going to get to work on time.
Is it me that I just think of like Honda Civics as like the really loud ones that they feel like they have like a tin can on the back? Is that not a Honda Civic?
You can
do like unholy things to it. Okay, I was like, is the Honda Civic
Fast
like that?
Furious?
You can Tokyo drift with it, just like
Hector's running 2 Honda Civics with Motec and Spoon engines or something like that from the Fast and Furious
I get
film.
the nods when I'm in my Honda Civic.
I thought that's it. Yeah, it was like the ones with like the detailed graphic thing that's like stretched across it. I felt like that's what a Honda Civic is, and I was like, yes, put a family in one of those.
Let's get that into Disney Lorcana.
Maybe that's Purple Steel with Timothy Hugh Mouse in it.
That's what it is.
Frank Carson had this souped up.
Yeah, souped up. But they did get a little what cards did Purple Steel get though? I was wondering that a little bit earlier. I believe they got. I think Angel can slot nicely into that deck. I believe that new Lilo all bundled up could be a nice addition to that deck to make it a little bit more aggressive. Also, the Nani, No Worries Nani can probably fit into that deck, and also the GG card seems quite playable in that strategy. So they did get some stuff, but maybe not the over the top super power increase like some of the other decks did. So maybe Amethyst Steel. It's gonna still be there.
Too fair, yeah. It's just too well because everything you just said slots really well into Amber Steel too, and Amber just got so unreasonably juiced. So
yeah,
I know you're like it's time. Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like when I saw keeping or knowing the ancient ways, it's a K. Either way,
the ancient ways, yeah.
I lost my mind. I was like, "This is crazy!" And then we
song.
Yeah, it's Pete, but you can time it, and like you're like
Pete
Black Heron can sing it, and yeah, and like it's like remember, and so like I feel like it's it's the Pete of the future, but then like nobody, everyone's like I don't care, that card's nothing, and like no one said it's nothing, but like nobody's talking about it, and I feel like in a world where you want to survive a raging storm, wouldn't it be? I don't know. So I feel like is anybody talking about? Am I missing it? Because like I watch the Limiteers, I've watched things, and it's not anywhere. What am I missing? Tell me. You guys are the smartest people in the game.
Metacall, really.
I believe. I think Color, you can go ahead and take it, but I agree with that.
Yeah, like it's probably just like a metacall, right? Like Pete is a metacall, and then basically Pete keep the ancient ways is a Pete song is a song that it's a Pete that can get Peated. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like another thing. Like, so maybe if Amber Steel song is actually really good and you just need another song to kind of reach your critical mass to trigger the ethereal voice, to trigger Sonic Warrior, to trigger, to just kind of do the song synergy. Maybe the Pete song makes it in there, or maybe there are just better songs to be playing.
Right.
And I don't know, again, that's also a control card, and I don't know if we're at the point of the meta where we need to know what we're controlling. Right now,
seen a lot of decks with spooky sight.
It's a lot of dogs. Yeah, exactly.
I've seen people are controlling.
There's
aggro.
A lot of dogs, and but that's not an emerald. Like keep the ancient ways. It's not an emerald card, and it's not an amber card. So
Max Goof, come on, we can get weird with it. Let's get weird.
You gotta know the ancient ways before you can keep the ancient ways.
Okay, I have a phased approach.
With that being, I'm serious. Like you have to know what people are playing, and a card like that feels reactionary to me to curtail your deck to change to an evolving world. If the format develops and a Ruby Amber deck is playing a ton of actions, or if you have this Sapphire Amber deck that's playing a ton of actions, or you have Blue Green that's back and it's playing a ton of actions, wow, that's 3 or 4 decks in our metagame that's playing a ton of actions. Maybe we do need to put P in there. Oh, we need to keep the ancient ways, and that just helps help you close the gap on those different matchups. But Steel is, you got Amber Steel, you got Amethyst Steel, Sapphire Steel, Ruby Steel still seems quite bad, and what's the other one? I'm missing one.
Emerald Steel.
Emerald Steel also seems in its worst spot that it's been in a while. So maybe Steel just isn't a choice unless you're playing Amber Steel, and they probably don't need it.
Right. Because you're doing
Every
other
time you
things.
say Amber Steel, I keep looking over here because I have a pile of 8 Ariel Ethereal Voice that I bought in foil because I said the stocks are going up. I played a little stock market gambling.
Did you?
I mean, that
well,
card,
I
that card is going to
8.
get better. I'm going to say this now, and I was literally like making fun of Garrick earlier. I'm like, take that out of your deck. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, but she's good. But then again, like in a Amber Steel song situation, like absolutely, the card is absolutely cracked, and we've gotten better songs. So again, like I was saying, like, you know, like Metacall, or if we're trying to get a better critical mass of songs into Steel Song, then the card could pop up because. Like, it's a song versus a body versus this, like, you know, I don't know. If you're Sonic Warrior blasting things, then that's kind of like you can, you know, fog them for a turn and blast that, or you could just discard it to Angel because she is just 58.
Get sick with it. Do it
I know,
all.
yeah, like, what is she just like, what did somebody say? She's like, it's just basically Angel and then like 57 fire the cannons. So you're just like sick.
Oops, I'll fire the cannon.
Know? Yeah.
Or more importantly, you could just ink it and pass because it is inkable. So that's cool. I mean,
that's one of my favorite things about cards. When you're
there
like,
is not I agree with you though, Katie. There's no buzz on this thing. There's a lot of cards that are getting like the hype treatment. You know, everyone's all on Grandmother Willow. Everyone's all on Angel. Everyone's all on these cards, and they're getting their due diligence of hype. This card's getting no hype, and I think it deserves a little hype. Maybe we can be the hype train. Get it today. Put it in your decks.
Yeah, if you go
Don't
the
stop
foils
my
right
actions.
now.
I am trying to do stuff. Like,
I know,
what
right?
are you doing? Take it down a notch.
I mean, it was kind of
Like,
crazy.
to take actions.
It's fascinating when a card becomes a 4 of to a 2 of to a none of, and I think like that was such a fascinating thing to watch with Pete. As Pete was like, "Yeah, you obviously have 4 Petes in the deck. That's silly business not to." And then I was like,
Pete just came around and like Amber Emerald discard. Pete just destroyed that deck. It took that deck and went no, and you're like, oh,
And we love it.
you know,
we love
for
that.
a while, yeah, exactly. Like we needed it. We needed to stop. Be prepared. We needed to stop this. We needed to stop that. I think you were like, oh, Raging Storm. I think only fits slots well into like a couple different decks that need to be able to take advantage of such a high total. So it's not a be prepared, and we're not having to stop it because people aren't power ramping to Raging Storm.
No,
Yes.
they do, and
I
they
mean,
go, "I did it,"
people,
and then they
some
sit.
people aren't. But
I haven't.
promise you, I am. Like
cousins don't ramp to Raging Storm. Cousins don't let
yes, we
cousins.
do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Cousins don't do that. That's not cousin behavior.
No,
fellas.
and then
You
we
gotta-
throw Grandma Tala afterwards.
You need
And
to
go.
take some rehab. But also
Do
that
what you
card,
will,
another good point about that card that I would like to toss to the field here is that maybe in Infinity format that card could have some playability there as well.
Yeah,
So
it has
coming
to
up there.
almost. Right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like in a blue
Oh,
steel,
like okay,
slug off.
I was gonna say even just Diablo singing it. You play Diablo 1, you shift.
He's not real.
and then
Don't
you
say that
sing,
here.
and then it protects your Diablo. That's crazy. And now
Yeah,
he's turned
that's really good.
sideways. So you've protected your Diablo. You've turned him sideways, and he's gonna be drawing cards, and you can't brawl him now. So sick.
Yeah.
You had better Ice Block Sisu him, which we
Can't
all
play
know
Ice
how
Block
well
either
that.
if you don't have it down either because it stops
Oh,
items
because
as
it
well.
says items. You're
Yeah.
cooked. You're actually cooked. So yeah, I think Diablo shifting and singing keep the ancient ways is bananas busted. But is Emerald Steel going to be good enough in Infinity when we get there? And we won't know that until set 12.
So here's something
So
that I thought was interesting. I was under the impression the minute that DLC Richmond was over, we were gonna take off our core shirt and put on the Infinity rocks. And like it turns out we don't have to think about Infinity truly until May. Like there's no reason that I can think of to think about Infinity before then. And I thought that was really surprising. But I mean all the CCQs except for the Enchanted Citrus Clash and the ETB one are core, all of them. At least in the North America, which I thought was surprising. I thought it was going to be like an Infinity Hubbabaloo. Was that surprising to you guys, or did you guys like think? I mean, it makes sense. I get it because at the end of the day, they need to have core is what they call core. But I was kind of thinking that it would be like everybody would be just like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and stocks up, Hiram $500 or something.
I don't think that's going to happen quite yet. It's hard to say that before. Yeah, it's hard to say that before we have the 200 plus cards that will change it. And I mean, and the thing is like I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a rotation coming not after this next set, but the set after. So I think this is my guess is we're coming out Fabled was this set and it was kind of fine, and then we get this set and it's kind of fine, and then this set's power level is okay, so the next set is going to be the last power level jump before they just rotate all that stuff out. So that's what's going to be in our Affinity decks. So my assumption is the power level of the next set is going to be quite high. to be able to sustain losing the cards from the from like what is it 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Exactly.
So
May 15th is when Wilds Unknown releases. And then, rotation will be then 3 months from there. So that would be for scientists, August. And that's right before North American Continentals, NACC, Continental Championship. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for. So that is, I don't know. It's just so hard. And I think I'm glad that Core is around, because I was kind of afraid that everything was going to be nothing burger central, where people were like, why buy cards? We're an Infinity World, loser. So I am excited that Core is buzzing around. But I'm just I don't know. I mean, JDZ, you casted the Infinity. It's fun. I mean, it's not fun. It's miserable and fun at the same time.
No, it's refreshing.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
I enjoy the time I spend when I'm dealing with Infinity, but I'm always going to be a big fan of Core because it's just so fresh. It's so new. A new set comes out. There are new cards coming out. Then you want to play the new cards. And I think Infinity is going to severely restrict the amount of cards that you can fit into your new decks, because the older cards are just so much more powerful, and people are going to lean on those. But I think for this set, like you said, I think there's very few Infinity events, mainstay Infinity events that we're going to have in this set. So a lot of people are going to strictly focus on Core for this set. But going into, I believe the next set is Wilds Unknown. When that set releases, I believe that set is going to introduce a lot more Infinity viable cards, and I think from there the transition is going to be very stark. And I think I would even argue, and you can lock this in right now, I'm willing to bet that even set championships during that Wilds Unknown run will be Infinity tournaments, because I think Infinity will be the name of the game for that set specifically, because the DLC will be so close and it will be played in that set, so people will have no choice but to kind of make that stark transition, like you're talking about, Katie, going straight from Core Constructed right into an all-in Infinity showcase there when that set comes out.
I never even unsleeved the cards from the last tournament, because I'm sorry, it's Infinity time. I don't even. What is Core?
I mean, I know people that are just like, unless they have events coming up, they're basically playing Infinity because they enjoy the format more, and that just kind of depends. And I think that's like, like we have our decks and they're established and they're coming out with new cards, and why would I add these new cards? But what I'm finding, especially like JDZ and I have been doing this like Masters of Disaster thing, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I could play this card, but I can also play this card, and I can put them both in the deck. And now instead of just doing one powerful thing, I'm doing that powerful thing literally twice. I have double the chance to do that powerful thing, because I have the worst version that just came out and then the better version from like set 1 or 2. So now, instead of me sometimes doing the thing, I'm literally always going to do the thing.
And you're, of course, referring to Tiny Tim's Crutch and Scepter of Arendelle, correct?
Well, those are the same card. Those are the same card, but now I have 8 of them. Now I just have 8 of them. Support to the moon. Yeah, no, but like
incredible.
That's the power level is higher for a reason. But like, I think that, I don't know. I have my own opinions on deck building and stuff like that, but I feel like we get pigeonholed into things.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy.
And people are like, that's what works, do it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
this is the deck archetype. I'm like, this game's been around for 11 sets. Like, how could we possibly be like, keep the ancient ways? Like,
keep the ancient ways, but don't play it, because like we don't know if it's good.
Yeah, don't keep those specific don't keep that one. But now we're going to do a Tarantino move here. We started with the middle. I forgot to do the part where I ask you guys how you're doing. So this is going to be fun. For people who are 18 minutes in, they're going to be like, oh man, that was fun. We're going to take it back. We're going to relax a little. That was serious. We're going to go back to serious talk. And now we're going to get loose. We're going to do our lore count, which is when I ask my guests on a scale of 0 to 20 lore. 25 if you're cheeky. You can say that, but it's been said before. It already happened in episode 1. What your lore count is. We'll go ahead. We'll start with you. Color is law. Color, what is lore?
Color is lore. If you would have asked me this question 2 days ago, I would have said that I'm sitting at 0 lore in hand with 4B preps and 2 ink.
Okay. So there's a chance, all right? You ramped, and then you drew some cards, and everything you're at 20 now.
Just sitting, just crying into my cards. Yeah, no, that was like literally 2 days ago. But I guess now, and I hesitate to say this is one of those things, I'm not superstitious, I'm not like whatever. But as soon as I say this, my life is going to implode, okay?
Okay.
So I want to I just want to mark the occasion.
Yeah.
I'm probably sitting at like a good, like, 12 to 13 lore.
Wow.
That's pretty good. 12,
yeah.
13 lore.
I had a job interview, and then they called me back, and I got the job interview. I got a new apartment. I know. I was map questing. Who does that?
Oh wow, she printed them out. She highlighted
it out. I printed it out. No, my new apartment is like 4 minutes from my daughter's school, 8 minutes to my new job. Right on the corner is the grocery store, and in the grocery store plaza is the LGS.
Okay, so that's like I think at least 15 lore.
That's
like
I'm 15 lore.
Yeah,
so, like, it's literally like and
you're
my
a
new
go
job,
away for winning.
Right, I was gonna say my new job was like, oh, you're like on call. So like if you have a client, you can come in, but as soon as you're done, you go home. It's 8 minutes away. So I can just yeah, it's crazy. But before that, I don't like is there a Disney Lorcana term for financial ruin, or is that just me?
That's actually just called being a Disney Lorcana player. Usually.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Like
that's
actually
me.
shambles. Like it's a nightmare.
That's
a nightmare.
You got to start low.
Like I've been
so you
losing
go
lore. Like
yeah, you went to game 2. You scooped and went to game 2, and things have been coming up color.
Yeah,
and we love to hear it. Well, congrats on
better.
that. Yeah.
So I said it out loud. So tomorrow I'm gonna be like, everything's on fire. It's like I woke up and my car was on fire. So I think that's how the universe works.
And the sponsor for this episode is State Farm Insurance. You're in good hands. I don't think that's too different. That's all state.
Yeah, you're whatever. Somebody, sure, yeah.
But JDZ, I mean, you can split it that way. You can tell a tale. I mean, we're doing the how are you at 20 minutes, so you can get crazy.
I mean, I don't know if I can match that. Things have been going okay adjacent for me. I think if I had to call it, I'd be sitting at probably about 12 to 13 lore. Okay, I just quested. But the issue is I'm going against Life, I'm assuming. And Life is holding steady at 19. They're top decking.
Yeah.
Life's at 19. They're top decking. They just top decked an unplayable item. So I'm good. I got another turn. But it's looking real bad for me. If I can get a solid 2 quester in there, I can turn this thing around. So I'm at 12-13 right now. How about you, Katie? What's your lore at right now?
Is Lilo in the discard of Life?
Yeah, right.
That's really the question. Is Lilo in the discard?
Lilo is not in Life's discard. They're playing Emerald and Sapphire, dude, and they just top decked an improvise. Okay, they didn't cycle it. They just held it.
Well, I personally, so this is a, check my privilege. So I got to open some packs of Winterspell, and it was exciting because we got to open them pretty early this time. However, I have been itching like a cousin itch. I need the cousin back scratcher, which is a piece of cousin lore here. I want to open this pack.
That was disgusting, by the way.
It was disgusting. It was so crazy. And
it came with a drink. I'd like to point out, we'll talk about it every episode. Cousin back scratcher, yes or no? 50% of cousins have used it.
I did not. I was just like, and then I watched Garrett put it under his shirt, and I was like, those are people particles.
Those are the real cousins right there. We're the second cousins twice removed.
I know. We're the ones with hand sanitizer in the corner being like, oh no.
We're the second
if you go hard enough without hand sanitizer, you don't need it anymore. That's what they don't tell you. Is you just get every germ. Germs are afraid of me. But I am now, because it is Tuesday. I do have to call every LGS in town and see who will let me order a case, because that is in the year 2026, you still really can't, I feel like a case is like the greediest thing you could do, and stores will still laugh you out of town and be like, we have to get cards to the players. I'm like, let me get a case.
I'm a player.
I am.
I'm one of the players. I don't know. I play the game.
But there's a midnight release coming on Thursday, and so I'm gonna do that, and then the midnight release, and then I'm going to go around town and pick up all my little boxes because no one will sell me a case, which then I will debate whether that means I'm more likely or less likely to get enchanted. It's tough to say. Either I hit every bad box or I grabbed all the good ones. We don't know.
I was like, I'm not superstitious, but at the same time, that you said that, and I was like, no.
Have you ever opened a case without an enchanted?
I've had 3 times.
All the time. Yeah. All the time.
God. That's one of the worst feelings, man.
I box 4 is the bottom of humanity. When you open the 4th box, and you're like, so it's in this one, obviously.
It was Inklings, and I opened 2 cases and got 0 enchanteds.
But one of them could have been the wall, so you were saved, actually.
Yeah. I for those reasons, I don't even keep tabs of which box it is. I open up all the boxes and mix all the packs together.
That's actually behavior.
I
know that you do that, but that's so.
It's unhinged, I know, but it just makes me feel so much better in my mind and I've never not got a non-enchanted case ever since I've started doing that.
But then you can't do that poster like, "Hey guys, I just got 20 enchanteds in one box."
Right.
I don't. Those people, hey, cut. If that's you,
Brent is
actually cut it
crazy
out,
with
pal.
That like eight epic trove that Brent opened.
Yeah.
They actually anti-juiced JDZ's bucks, which I thought was kind of cool.
They gave me like
was
this.
like
They literally put the refuse in their.
I know, right?
They anti-juice. They said, "Listen, you get the blank cards, the cards we haven't finished yet." I'm at 19 lore. That's what I'm doing. Puppy yoga on Saturday.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I signed up. It's 9 a.m. That's pretty early, but I want to do the first session because the puppies will be the most alert. That was my thought process. Because if you do 4 o'clock puppy yoga, the puppies are gonna be like, "I'm clocked out. I can't. I'm a baby."
Puppy, like it's like I've been a baby.
Yeah.
I've been a puppy like since 6 a.m. because
I can't puppy that hard.
Newborns.
But now we're all
for the viewers at home, and literally not me. Okay, not me, but literally people who don't know, because I totally know. What is puppy yoga? I've never.
It's kind of the thing. So you get into what's called a fursona, and no, it's not that. You get to go to yeah, so
I
guys.
was like, wait, no, I've lost me.
I did get deep down the rabbit hole of Therians, which are people who walk on all fours, and it doesn't. I don't know how to tell you guys this. Humans, their legs are longer than their arms. Anyway, it's not that at all. You do yoga, and they release a batch of puppies into the room. So you just do yoga while little puppies disrupt it. That's it.
What's the temperature in the room? Is it hot yoga with puppies?
Like,
or just
the puppies.
Normal?
Oh my god, no.
I mean, it's gonna be hot puppy breath.
That
hot
sounds
puppy breath
better
yoga.
than like goat yoga. Like people will do yoga
absurd.
with goats, and then like the goat will come and stand on top of you as you're doing
dark-sided.
it. Yeah, like I don't want a goat on me.
Yeah, these are puppies, and like, here's the thing though.
Why don't you just
I will be at 0 next week or 2 weeks from now.
Okay. When you don't have a puppy?
Yeah, if the puppy picks everyone around. If like the puppies all like are like, "Oh," and like and I'll be like, "Ha ha ha, that's so fun." And they'll be like, "My turn." And if the puppy's 0 for the rest of the year, I'll never recover.
I do want to add one lore to mine because I did.
Because story?
Remember, well, no, yeah.
Okay.
Puppies, no, actually. Minus one lore. I'm actually taking care of my roommate's dogs right now. And
Net 0 lore, okay.
yeah, no, I was saying +1 lore because actually I remember I messaged you the other day about this tournament, and then they messaged me today and they were like, "Hey, do you want to cast?" So I just got the thing that I'll be remote casting for PPG and Pittsburgh.
That's fun.
But I wanted to make sure that they offered you the job first.
Yeah,
that was the deal.
I can't because my gosh, these tournaments, like I feel terrible because it's one of those things where it's like I went from being like, there was a time in my life where people would say, "Oh, there's a tournament." I'd be like, "Of course I can come." And now I'm like, let me open my pocketbook of all like the dates because there's so many tournaments in the next 6 months. There's at least one every month.
If you two get booked, then I get jobs.
I mean, you're going to be with us, Color. Ink coming up February 27th.
Oh, yeah. Ink. Be there.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Be there. Are we doing Darkwing Duck?
I would like to point out, Color, we cannot, okay, this is a little bit of Color is Law lore. Color is lore again, because if you, I love that this is the theory. It's not proven that when Color decides what she can dress up, she looks at the series and says, "Is there a goth character?"
Yeah.
And then says, "Okay." Because like you didn't talk about any other characters in Darkwing Duck. You literally said there's a goth one and said, "We're fine." Not bringing up the fact that everybody else is a duck in a business suit. Like everybody else has to
be. Hey, Garrick called Negaduck. So I mean, he was like,
"I
could
more
do
than
that."
3 characters. Darkwing.
Yeah, actually, one of the Matts decided to just like list out all of the characters.
I'm going to be nerdy Lady Duck. I'm going to be so sad. They'll be like, "You're Gosling Gozzard," or whatever.
No, they have Morgana. You could be Morgana. That's the other goth duck.
We could all just be. I thought we should all be Judy
Hopps. Who's gonna be Darkwing Duck?
Nobody's called it.
I think
someone
so you could. Oh, I think maybe J-Rod did get it
because it was an inflatable costume.
It is kind of wild. So I was like, if Garrick is Negaduck, and then you can be Darkwing Duck, and then you guys can have like this superhero battle at each other.
I'll be Launchpad, dude. I think I can do Launchpad maybe.
You want to be Launchpad? Yeah,
I'll try it.
No, have you seen the art on the new Launchpad card, like the Draenborn one, where he comes out and I think he like does something to a location? I don't know. He's got all this gear on. Like Launchpad actually looks pretty sick in that one. I cannot remember what it is, but it's like if you have a Darkwing Duck character in play and it has something to do with like locations, but it's not the one that
Editor,
vanishes.
put that picture of Launchpad right here, editor.
Yeah.
All right,
it looks
thanks, editor.
Cool. It looks.
I was gonna pull it up, and I was like, no.
Cool Launchpad.
I realize I'm the editor, and I don't know.
Editor.
You guys
It'll
are
get
at
there.
home.
It'll get there.
If you're
It'll
driving,
just, like,
don't look it up. If
dangle.
you're not driving, we'll see. I was gonna try to edit this after the video, and I was like, we're not gonna mention any cards, right? But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's really cool, and we could dress up as it. And you, listener or watcher, you could be at Ink Inc. It's in Baltimore, Maryland, in February 27th, 28th, March 1st, and you can meet us, and we're really cool and fun. I did have somebody tell me like, oh, well, is Baker gonna be there? No, but. So we all have to dress up as Baker. I didn't know how to tell you guys that. That's actually what we're all just gonna be Baker.
So that's to say, if you come to Ink Inc. and then you will probably get roped into a video to have to sing part of the
You will probably.
song.
Oh my gosh!
Brush up on that.
We're gonna run out of Saturday Disney afternoon shows at some point.
Disney Lorcana is gonna keep giving us
dibs. I'm Lexington.
Sing gargoyles. You want to be that small in stature?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
small in stature.
coming off the top rope.
I can see you with like a bald cap on. You just,
Yeah. I thought we were doing gargoyles.
It's not great. It's just scary.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
You don't.
You
Why
like
do
these
you-
What's up? All day, and he goes like, we used to
Neither
decide
one
a
of you know what
Darkwing Duck.
Lexington sound like, do you?
I never seen the show.
Oh my god!
But I assume whenever I see him, I go.
Oh man!
But I heard
Small in
JDZ
stature.
did tell me he talks like, oh, actually, I talk like this or something like
he's
Butters
got a
or something.
very chill voice. Oh guys, come on, Goliath,
So-
chill, Doug.
Anyway, it'll be fun. So we're all doing them as gargoyles. You can be obviously goth
what?
gargoyle Demona. There's a goth
I'll
one.
just be
We're
Elisa
fine.
Mazda, wear my normal clothes, and get like a red crop jacket. Call it a day.
You're so good.
I'm not going
I'll be
shopping for
David
this.
Xanatos. I'm excited. But anyway, so we did how our lore count is, and now we're gonna do our final segment, looking forward, which is where we look towards like what's coming next. And we kind of already did it a little bit, but now it's more succinct. It's more pointed. Where we're gonna do two things. It's going to be what do you predict is going to happen in Winterspell, and then what do you hope is going to happen. And I'll go first because that way kind of get you guys in the water. I predict that it's going to be, I think aggro is going to be one of those things that like no matter what, a percentage, like last time I think at Richmond it was 8% of the room said, you know, let's aggro it up, and it wasn't even that because we had people like Color kind of messing it up and Circle the Dogs messing up the numbers, but it wasn't like you didn't mess up, you're fine, you're beautiful.
Cauldron is good.
It is, and maybe you'll make a resurgence if it ever. Anyway, so I think aggro is going to be a problem, and it'll be very like it'll be a constant thing where you'll be deciding how much to tech for it, and it'll be aggro's eating good. They have a lot of tools, and they can really go fast, pudge it up, whatever you want to do. But my hope,
I've been using pudge as a verb, and every time I do it, I get like a
pudge it.
yeah.
Anyway, someone's
Pudging
gonna
on
go, you're
out.
canceled.
And you're like,
There's
yeah, I know.
always
Like,
somebody.
we're gonna find out there's some
done.
weird.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're
like,
canceled. I'll be like,
yeah.
I blame
He's
the English
pudging on
language.
too.
Oh no!
Pudging on too. That does sound wrong. All right,
See?
cancel.
See?
Oh
Pudging
man,
on
he's full of pudge right now. He's really
Oh.
pudged up. Okay, that's
He
we
pudged
can't
the
do that.
board.
Oh, that's so much pudge. Oh my
So
goodness.
I predict pudge is going to be a problem, obviously.
Pudge
And
problem.
but my hope is that Amber Steel mid range is good, but not too good. And the reason I hope that is because you never want a deck to be like so good that everybody just says, "Okay, cool, I'll tech against it."
Yeah,
so I want to
yeah,
be
it's not
good
good anymore.
enough that I can play it, and a savvy pilot can do well with it, but it's not the obvious choice. That's my hope.
You want a skill diff Amber Steel?
Yeah,
deck.
yeah. I want the good old days where Amber Steel is like a good solid deck, and it's about the pilot making good decisions. Now I don't make good decisions, but I
I was
might
like,
get in
good
the top.
decisions. Whole New World is the decision, and the decision to
No, I'm
make
holding
that
it the whole
decision
game.
for-
I'm holding it forever.
Like, I don't know if it's
Just
the
me
right
and that
move.
whole new world
Yeah.
until we lose.
Yeah. Okay, so
But
that's
whole new world isn't here, and it can't hurt you. It's not real. But we'll go
in this format.
JDZ, your prediction and
All right.
your wish.
My not so bold prediction is that we do have 2 Disney Lorcana challenges coming up, one in Melbourne, one in Ghent, and I believe that both of those events will be won by the Sapphire and Amethyst strategy. Okay, I think Blurple will win both of those events.
No, why would you say something like
That's
that?
my my prediction.
Now, is this a
What I
heavy-hearted
think-
prediction?
It's
like,
a
is this-
heavy-hearted. It's
Okay,
so
okay.
sad. Like it's a sad
Okay.
prediction. It's not even. There's no happiness.
He's like,
there's
I just
no
wanna
joy
be right,
in this
so I'm gonna
prediction.
say
I
the
don't
right
want to be
thing.
right because what I wish what I hope will happen is that I am wrong on both of my predictions, and I hope that both of those top eights for both of those tournaments will be a menagerie, a wild medley of different strats and 8 decks being represented individually in the top 8 of both of those tournaments. I think will be a really cool thing to see. Get back to a lot of parity in the metagame, because I think the game is much better when you have a different assortment of strategies that can perform well in these major full-scale tournaments. So those are my predictions, and that is my wish.
Name a better duo than going to bed during a DLC and waking up in Blurple 1. Like, it's just an iconic duo. I'm like, I wonder what's gonna win, and I go to sleep and I wake up like, it was Amethyst. No!
Yeah, they did the
I'm
thing.
sick of it. Oh, he got his ramp on too. Oh, he played his genie. Oh, he's got his Elsa. There's a Cheshire Cat. Demona. Blah. Get over it, man. Sorry.
We're not doing that as much anymore. Now we're playing.
Who are you trying to impress?
Vanderchill, and we're doing other stuff. There's other things that can be done. Pete.
We're Vanderchilling, apparently.
We're Vanderchilling with Pete, and then there's some
Sven?
stuff. And Sven.
Yeah, and Tigger, who's bouncing.
Oh yeah, bouncing.
He's tempo in yet, which is my favorite term in Disney Lorcana, because I've asked people to explain what tempo means, and I've gotten many answers. They're like, "Oh, it's the tempo of you. It's the tempo of your opponent. It's the tempo of the game." And no, it never puts a word before tempo. It just says tempo. My favorite term in all of TCGs is like, it's a tempo.
Tempo is like like when you're tempo on your opponent. You you ink,
I'm
and then you play a card. That's like a very high tempo play. You see?
Yeah,
you understand?
I've heard that explanation where it's like where you keep moving forward in the game. I was like, that might be called
literally
playing.
Impossible, like without just being like,
I always thought tempo was like you're mildly controlling. You're like passively, like you're bouncing. Like I'm not controlling you fully. I'm more just irritating you.
Isn't it just like you're keeping up with like one action per thing?
That's just called play on curve, right?
No. From what I understand, and I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to
get this right.
I'm not trying to mansplain this. Okay,
No, you should, because
if you
I hope someone fights
mansplain
you in the comment.
I was saying, if you
because I need
mansplain
some
it,
engagement.
It has to be perfect if you're going to mansplain it.
No, I'm not going to mansplain.
He's explaining, and he's a man.
We're learning. This is a forum.
But
tempo, you are playing to the utmost level of your capability per turn. So if you have 4 ink available, you're playing all of your ink allotment available, and you're putting that pressure on your opponent to maintain the initiative. If you have it, if you don't have the initiative, you're trying to recapture it. So hypothetically, if you have 7 ink available and you only play 1 card and it's a 3 ink card, that's a low tempo play because you did not utilize all of the allotment of your resources available to apply pressure or recapture the board.
I agree with the definition of tempo. Okay, sorry.
What if I have 7 ink and I play 7 things?
If you play 7 ink and you play 7 things, then that's a super tempo play. That's a
How do I get a high tempo play? How do I get
that's a high tempo play.
You did it. You already did it.
But
what is a tempo deck?
High and then what's the difference between a high tempo play and just like tempo play and then a low? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like how can a deck
you
be
went above the bar or you fell below it?
So say like a tempo deck usually is going to be something that sets your opponent back, but not get rid of that resource. So it's going to be something like if your opponent plays, if their previous turn they ink to 4 and they play 4 ink worth of cards, and they pass it back to you, and now you're going into your 4 ink turn, they have the initiative because they're going first and they've used the most tempo to play the highest level card that they could. They pass it back to you, and now you play a card, or you have a 3-cost character, you sing Mother Knows Best, you send their 4-cost character back to their hand, and then you use 4 ink to play. That was a high tempo play. You set them back in tempo. Now they're going to have to re-establish that card again, and you kind of put them back a turn and moved ahead in the tempo race.
The most tempo deck that has ever Disney Lorcana. The one that you're like, this one's
green purple bounce for sure, 100%. That's
Mo Shamblin's tempo in.
Mo Shamblin is playing. Mo Shamblin and Artifact are very good tempo players because you notice they're always going to be playing in a fashion to where they're using their cards and their ink in the most optimal way and trying to get advantage while also not necessarily.
Well, so songs are like high tempo
challenging and getting a plus is always going to be a great tempo exchange, like getting a plus. But maybe sometimes you quest and your opponent has to now challenge into you, and then you get a 1-for-1 trade there. That could be some tempo being gained there as well. Because,
it's so funny because like obviously Katie and I, we understand that, but we don't have and I used to get into like a lot of, not like arguments, but like, I'm trying to explain something and I'm like, oh, and then they did this and this, they did this and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, that was just really high tempo. And I'm like, yeah, but like, this is the thing. They're like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, now we're talking semantics. Okay. I explained to you what happened and now you're just coming at me. Okay?
That's TCG's, baby. Like, you gotta gatekeep. You gotta girl boss gatekeep something.
Just like, like they literally just like played a thing and then they played 2 other things and they sang a song. Like, that's like, seems really good. And they're like, it was just really high tempo. I'm like, don't you downplay how excited I am.
And I mean, you can say that too. Like it does make you as a commentator when you can weave this kind of stuff in, even if you don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my explanation is not. Oh, that was like if
I would never do that. That's such a low tempo play.
Yeah, exactly.
You're so low tempo right now.
Like
low tempo energy.
They lost a lot of tempo on that one.
If someone in Infinity format, if they exert 5 ink and they play Maui, but they don't have a target to challenge. Okay,
that's pretty low tempo.
It's a high tempo Maui. It's an up tempo Maui. No, because if you exert 5 ink and play Maui on curve, you could have not played the Maui or played something else.
Yeah.
What did we
because
play
he can't challenge, but he's still on the board. It's still a tempo Maui.
I don't think I can. Oh yeah, tempo Maui. Yeah. I know. Okay. Yeah.
Tempo Maui has sunglasses on.
Tempo Maui, because we were just always like, oh, you just like throw down a Maui, just the menacing little Maui on turn 5.
Tempo.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't use that. Like, or if you do nothing, like say if you go ink to 5 and pass, that's literally 0 tempo. That's nothing. That's a no tempo play.
Tempo Maui. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Tune into Ink where we use tempo in every match, no matter what's going on.
There is a lot of tempo.
Yeah.
Is this tempo?
Look at that tempo.
Look at that. Oh man, this guy is known for his tip of the top tempo. He never lets the tempo down.
The tempo Tipo takes terrible timing.
Tipo has good tempo sometimes.
Tipo is literal worst.
I'm so sorry. We've lost a certain percentage of people.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Color, what's your wish and your prediction?
I was going to say.
Well, prediction then wish. Prediction is more serious.
There was a time where I actually I did this whole thing, and it was a part where I said that, like, oh, he just played that, like instead, maybe I should have been like, oh, it was a tempo play, but I was like, oh, he just like played that raw. And then like I got feedback, like, that's not cool. You shouldn't say that.
No, I say full retail value, which is also not correct. I'm like, he paid the full retail value.
They were like, what's
wrong with that? What's wrong with full retail value? That works.
No, that's fine. But like what I said was alluding to another thing, and then
we're not doing that at Color. This is YouTube. Like,
oh my gosh,
Color is canceled. Anyway, now Color is doing her prediction for. And no, first your prediction. Yeah, prediction, then your wish.
My prediction is that. I mean, yeah, I guess basically what it is like we're. I hate saying.
It's gonna get sad real quick.
Predict it because predicting it is basically. It's just going to follow the trajectory of every single TCG, right? Like, aggro's good at the beginning. Control starts to come in. The meta gets resolved. We start playing the same 3 decks. It's rock, paper, scissors. We're all bummed out. And then it rotates. Boom.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not like a prediction. That's just like history.
So why make this wish?
So like,
did anyone see that movie? It was not good.
Pretty good.
No.
It was pretty good.
What was it?
The song was.
Yeah, the song you're singing.
Oh.
So why make this wish? And then they're like, listen, we just wrote the song and then we didn't write the movie. We just kind of made a movie around a song. It was a Disney's 100th animated film. Maybe it's for their 100th anniversary. Either way, it was a really bad movie. But what's your wish? Oh yeah, in the movie you gave up your wish, and then you this guy got to keep him.
Oh, I've seen the movie.
Oh, it's called Wish. It's literally just called Wish. Oh, okay, yeah.
So, the captain of Star Trek, I can't remember his name.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pines is in it, and he steals people's wishes, and you think that like he just needs them. He just needs them. He just takes them, whatever, and you forget them.
There was something that happened to his old.
They don't tell you. They don't say what happened.
And then he's trying to be protective, and it gives him wishes give him power to protect his kingdom. So he got all
grandpa's
corrupted.
wish was to sing songs. Why would you give that wish up? Just sing the songs, Grandpa. You don't have to wish
because eventually he's going to make them come true.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the grandpa's like, oh, my wish is I want to sing songs for people. Grandpa,
you wasted a wish, dude.
Wish that you get like. Win the lottery. Don't wish that you can sing.
But it's like the wish of his heart.
I know. It was a great movie. They landed the ship very well, by the way. That movie, the entire time I was like aghast, flabbergasted. my mouth was agape. But then I got to the end and I was like, I love this movie. Look at this callback. Look at this.
I like that.
I love Disney.
And that was supposed to be the fairy godmother too. Spoiler alert. He was the mirror.
Asha?
Yeah. Asha becomes the fairy godmother.
Okay.
Watch the movie again. Look at the color schemes and what she's doing with the wand and everything. She's the fairy godmother. Google it. I don't make this up. I mean, check it out for crying out loud. She's the fairy godmother.
Everybody knows that. The 10 people that saw Wish.
Asha?
Asha
the main
is the
character.
girl that
She's
says,
the fairy godmother for crying out loud.
Why?
I can't
what
make
is
this
her
up.
wish
Listen,
become? When is there
her
any magic in it?
wish.
There is definitely magic in them. Well, how did we get here, Katie?
Because I sang. Anyway, what's your
The
wish?
thing is, I've seen this movie like twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
apparently
I've
I
seen this
included
twice.
none
More
of
than
it.
once.
Well, my daughter likes.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's
makes
crazy.
sense.
She capped. She's like, twice. Mom, we're done.
Yeah,
do not
I've
put this
Frozen,
one on
I've
again.
seen it an unrealistic amount of times.
But
Actually,
Wish
The
was
Nightmare Before Christmas, I've seen it.
Are you
we watched
Googling
it
if
10 times in
Asha is
one day.
canonically? Okay,
I
because
am.
GDC just started
I just
typing.
make sure I'm right.
Google, show me if Asha is the queen.
She
or fairy
is. I'm
godmother.
trying to tell you.
You saw some weird fan theory on Reddit, and you're like, "Oh, this is fact."
I
This is
mean,
fact.
anything can be true about that movie. Like, it's one of those movies where, like, the seven dwarfs are, like, her friends for some reason, and, like...
Yeah, and they all were like, they weren't the seven dwarves, but they had, like, the same vibe, same energy
yeah,
as the 7
I'm
dwarves.
Sleepy. Oh, yeah, but didn't Sleepy betray him, or Grumpy did? Either way,
It
it
was
was
one
a
of 'em.
movie, and
Yeah.
the star was very cute.
Oh
That
yeah, the
was-
star was adorable. The
Yeah.
star that was that was the star from the Mario movie. Never mind. I was thinking
That was-
nihilistic kind of that star was.
The Mario movie 2 coming
love-
out March 15th. But before
Really?
that, I don't know.
Oh.
Your wish.
My wish is that I don't know. I think
Wish, you already told us about your deck today. There's no way that you already forgot your wish.
I know. I mean,
Oh,
hey,
you forgot your
I
wish because you already made
have-
it.
Well, yeah, because my deck is already good. It's Amber Sapphire, and it's already good. And notably, actually, there's not a Cauldron in my deck. But I think that if the meta, if it does get more control-y and it does get longer, I think Cauldron becomes a lot better because of. I mean, like, you know,
Is that a wish or a prediction?
it is like both, but like
Okay.
not really. So it's like it might be a prediction, but there's also this thing where I feel like this is my deck and I feel like it's good, and I think that I can start playing Cauldron, and I think if like control matches get more grindy, then Cauldron gets better and this thing. But also I think there's like this like kind of dark area of just like Blurple, like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's just gonna happen. It's just
So what is your wish?
My
Color,
wish is that
we will
Cauldron
end the show
is
right
good.
here. I love that. Honestly, everyone right now, pick an obscure card that might be good one day. And then if it is good, you get to say, called it. So I think everybody pick one, and hopefully, and you're going to be right one day. No, I'm telling you,
playing
you're
at the
going to be
DLC,
right.
so I've been
And so
backing this card.
when it
I've
is
been-
good, you get to say, hey, doofuses, Doofenshmirtz Incorporated, I was
the
playing
last-
this since DLC Richmond, and then you're going to make
the last Cauldron I
$1,000.
backed did not do well, so we're not going to talk about that Cauldron. But the
I
new
was sorting
Cauldron,
through my
the
Japanese and
Cauldron-
Chinese card, and I pulled 2 Ursula's Cauldron, one in Japanese and one in Chinese for you, because
Yeah.
I was like, maybe she would like this. I don't know why,
I really
but I was like, I
actually
bet.
would. I really
Okay, good.
would. I
Okay,
was like,
good.
actually, that actually sounds so cool, like a Japanese Ursula's Cauldron, and then yeah,
Yeah, I pulled it, and I was like, Color would love this, but yeah,
you're not wrong. So
the Cauldron meta is any day now. The Cauldron meta is the meta in your heart, so your wish is Black Cauldron will be good, and I hope it is, because think of that YouTube title, the pioneer of Cauldron deck building. ColorisLaw here.
Cauldron
to tell-
finally broken? Color like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Called
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually,
YouTube video starts. I can't believe I finally did it. Intro rolls. Color's like, here we go. Here's my trophy. I just won. Color.
I have
There you go.
30
can see
golden
it now.
Mickeys.
I
I
don't
won them
win
all at
things.
once. I got the top,
Yeah, right, yeah.
top 8 in 3 DLCs. Ghent, Melbourne, Melbourne.
I just
Nailed
talk
it.
about it. I just talk about Disney Lorcana. I can't win anything. That's
I
why when I
cannot
make
express
decks,
to you
people
how
are like,
hard
"This
playing
is
is.
trad, like trash."
Do you feel like commentating's made you a better or worse player? Because I believe it's truly made me a worse player in every way.
Oh,
Because I am
absolutely.
so thinking through the matrix
Yep.
every time. And but JDZ, you played recently.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were stronger or more
I feel
weakened
I
by
feel,
the matrix?
I feel like I think I'm a worse player overall, and not because I got any worse. It's just that now as a commentator, people assume that I'm a really good player,
It's
and then when
true.
they sit down to play against me, they're like
you got
super
cooked, and you're like,
overpowered.
yeah,
No, they're like
dude.
they're locked in on a whole new level. All my opponents are just like Senzu Bean, freaking hyperbaric time chamber, and they're just playing at their ultimate optimal version of themselves.
And you're like, I was just trying to have smiles and
like,
good
look,
times.
dude, I got this. I'm trying to
happiness
vibe,
when
man.
someone beats you. They're like,
I got a
beat JDZ. I'm like, okay.
I got a cauldron in my deck, my dude. I don't know what you want from me. Like,
So-
no, I think when I played, like, I pick a deck and I grind it. I mean, I was like a Ruby Amethyst player, Ruby Sapphire player. Like, I really want to do like control things. And now it's like if I play a control deck, I just like you said, the Matrix and all the time zones and like all the timelines and like Doctor Stranging it, and then I just like get paralysis, and then I make the wrong decision, and then it like snowballs from there. And I think it's like, man, if I was just playing my deck instead of spending so much time analyzing all of the other decks and all the other metas, I wouldn't know. I don't know, which it just seems counterintuitive. Like, if I know more about the meta, then I should be able to play better. But
I'm like,
I choke every time now.
Or I think about that one time I saw something really cool happen, and I'm like, I'm going to do that cool thing I saw. No, that was driven by Zan Syed, Katie. You cannot drive that car. That is a Formula One car. Honda Civic. Please
or
get
like, okay, so the opening is 1, 2, 3, 4 strength, right? What if, hear me out, what if I go 1, 1, 1,
1,
2 singer, I've bricked, I'm screwed, I'm dead, I'm broken, I'm broken.
But I'm like, it's called jazz, baby.
It's a line for a reason. We do not remix the line.
But we saw it work once, and I never forgot.
And I think that's a very fair point to bring up too. Like, as a commentator, as a broadcaster, I'm always very impressed by what the players can do, like the thought process that they go through. And I think that's half of the job, is being able to try to explain why they're doing what they're doing and try to say, hey, I would do this. And then when the players do something completely polar opposite to what I said, and it's 10x better, I'm like, okay, that's why they're here, and that's why I'm here. And it's a very clear, easy to make distinction. And I think most people can find themselves in that statement when it's happening, because it's very easy to see.
Well, yeah, and sometimes, and that's kind of like, that's why I just get so excited, because I'm like, I would do this, and that's insane, but like, you could ink that, and then they don't ink it, and then 2 turns later you learn why they don't ink it, and you're like, see, that this is it. This is why I love watching that, and again, it's like watching it from the top down. Like, even when you don't get to see their hand, it's still just like, yes, and then, but like being in front of another player, obviously you don't get to see their hand, but for some reason my anxiety just goes into overdrive these days, where I'm just like, what do you have? What do you have? What if you just showed me? What if you just like, no,
Mowgli,
and then I can make
Mowgli, Timon, Ursula.
And to me, they always have it. Like, in my brain, I can't play this because they have the Mowgli, or I need to ink this because and so I'm always like shooting myself in the foot by, like, I never make them have it anymore. Literally never.
The best saying in the whole world.
They have it.
Play to your outs. Play to your outs. That's my favorite term in TCGs. You gotta
is
play to your outs.
I don't know how to get there. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. So it's like,
play to your out, dude.
Absolutely a worse player since doing the commentary, but I am a
better
much happier
person.
player. Yeah, like, I'm much happier now than when I grinded back then.
Yeah, I truly
won a lot, but that at what cost?
I won a lot. That's a problem I don't have. I don't know. I won a lot. You won a lot of friendship. I thought you were saying like you used to win so much, but now.
No, I did. It was actually I used to be good at this game. I really did.
Okay. Yeah, I saw your deals. I made your ICO card. Never forget.
Yeah.
I edited out R&B from
undefeated, right? Undefeated. Are you
in the
ICL still?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100% undefeated, and.
I'm 100% defeated. I played Judge Phil, and he beat me on camera. It was terrible.
But top 16, a side event, but at a DLC, and
it was a Sunday, right?
Stuff. It was so it was like
Sunday's like the scary day. That's when everyone's like, I'm ready to beat up on people.
But now I could never do that. Now I was literally I was at the bottom tables in, I think it was like, was it Richmond or was it Milwaukee? I don't know, to where people walked by and they're like that table's almost out the door. How are you even allowed back in this venue? And I'm like, man, and that wasn't even with Cauldron in my deck. I was actually trying. So it's just different out here.
Jeez. And now her lore counts back to 2. And no, but I will say
I'm washed.
You're not washed, because there's so much to look forward to. We have the Winterspell, for those at home. If you're like, you have your planner out because you're like, listen, Katie's gonna go over dates, we'll get your planner out right now, because Winterspell is pre-release 2/13. That is February 13th. That is Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day the day after, which is wonderful. If get your sweetie some packs unless they think that's offensive. Then don't do it. If it's a touchy subject in the relationship, do not get packs. She won't like it unless she does. You have to know that.
And they have the Disney Springs. They have the foil mat.
The Goofy
and
road trip.
I'm gonna be there this weekend, so I'm gonna wake up really early.
If they don't put a limit on those, can you grab me one? I'll see some.
I've never gotten
Can you edit this out? Are you guys kidding me? Like
you're allowed to. What?
Sorry.
Is that illegal?
I know, but like, wait. So you want me to buy you, or you want me to promo? Like, what do you want?
No, the mat. If you get,
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad.
No, you can
buy it and then sell it to me, or I'll pay for it.
So you just want a mat, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, give me some promos. Like, I'm like,
No.
I don't
The
want
promo is usually like you get one.
Don't get
it.
I think that's fine. You're my friend. You're buying something for me and giving to me, and I'm paying you for it.
Yes. I will.
You are allowed to make friends and have them help you. That is actually. It's a little allowed. Friendships.
I think it's allowed. I mean, I would hope
we're gonna get like a cease and desist.
Cease and desist for.
I just don't want people to be like, Color, will you get me a mat? And then like all of a sudden I look like a
We're
scalper.
at minute 56,
like,
dude.
you know what I mean?
You're
like,
fine. No one's at this point. If you're in there, comment. I made it to minute 56, and I've already reported you.
Hour 56 or minute 56?
I was like
56, minute 56. Yeah, listen, time flies when you're having fun.
Really?
But then it releases on February 20th, and then we have DLC Melbourne on February 21st, which I believe it said Winterspell will be legal. Is that?
It will be.
Yes, that's crazy. These people are going to be fighting in the streets. But the good news is I don't think there should be any card that's worth $1 billion in the set. I feel like the best cards are pretty, well, maybe not. I don't know. I think there are going to be people who are having a bit of a hard time.
That's pretty good.
On dice. No, it's Kiwi. It always goes Kiwi, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was like, well, I mean, still, it's like, at least you were in
down there. Go into the DLC. Open their picks.
Crack open your wallet.
I saw a wallaby there.
Is it best of one? Please don't be. It can't be, right? Because these best of ones where you tune in and they give you 10 minutes of gameplay and then they go away for an hour. You're like, come back.
It's best of 3 Winterspell legal.
It's best of 1 and it's wild.
Okay.
Like a cookie run game is so short anyway, and then it's like best of 1. So you're like, okay, here are my cards. Have a nice life. Like it was just so you're like, all right, I'm cooked. I am done. Like 25-minute rounds. It was crazy.
And then DLC Ghent, which I cannot do a Belgium accent. You are saved, Belgium. And that is March 6th, 7th, and 8th, which JDZ is currently on Travelocity. Is that still a website?
I was on
like MapQuest.
I was on MapQuest earlier, so you might as well. You know what I mean?
I was on Travelocity trying to get some tickets. Ask G. I'm trying. I'm actually looking for a ticket. If you guys know anybody, if you're watching this, if you're a real one out there and you have tickets for DLC Ghent, let me know. I'm trying to.
Are you allowed to do that as well? We'll find out. Honestly, minute 57. If you're still here, you can say if you're allowed to help people.
It's an hour. We've been here for an hour. You say minute 57, and I'm like, no.
Well, we're almost there because we're gonna get there because we're gonna do our goodbye, where you get a moment to say where people can find and follow you. First off, before we do that, come to Ink Ink. If you are anywhere on the East Coast and or if you are east of the Mississippi,
the Canada area too.
There's no reason if you're not. Yeah, so you should be there. Ink Ink, which is in Glen Burnie. No, that's not right, but it's in Baltimore. But it's like
Baltimore area.
No, but if you look, it's like it says like Glen Burnie. That's probably so good. Either way, it's in Baltimore. Which
every time I say Baltimore, and like ever since the very first one, and JDZ and I were there, they're like, "Oh yeah, like we're in the Baltimore area," and like 5 people would be like, "No, you're not," and we're just like,
"What if we did a video video lip syncing to Good Morning Baltimore for the advertisement?"
Because I don't think we're in Baltimore.
I know. Good morning, Glen Burnie, wherever we are. Anyway, all right. So, Color, where can people follow you? Anything you want to say?
Am on Instagram and you can follow me there. I have been recently streaming on Twitch, so I'm now
on your own Twitch.
My own Twitch, yeah. And I've quit creeped into other people's
because you'll
Twitch
say I'm streaming and then I like go to find you and it's like that's all right.
You're hanging out with Luke again, but yeah, no, I am actually on my channel streaming. The other day I streamed some TFT and some people hung out and it was sad. Today we built I say all of me and my peoples. We built the Ruby Steel deck that I will be playing against JDZ on Thursday.
How many medallion ways? Which is JDZ, where people find and follow you.
Great question, Katie. If you want to find and follow me, check me out at JDZ Quest on all social medias and Twitch and YouTube and X and Instagram. JDZ Quest. JDZ Quest. Also, I go to the Lorecast from time to time. I'm JDZ Quest there as well. So, JDZ Quest.
Unless it's email, and then it's jdzquest@gmail.com for some reason.
What kind of mind hypnosis thing was that?
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
What?
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. How long?
That was...
we're aging.
JDZ Quest.
Yeah, I was
My
like,
name is JDZ Quest, and I'm on a JDZ Quest to JDZ Quest. Thank you for JDZ Quest. JDZ Quest.
I'm Bob Vance,
Jedi
Vance
mind
Refrigeration.
tricks. It was like, suggestive, like
His follower count went up by 5 as he said that. It was crazy.
Because they were like, I got it. Yeah, that was crazy.
Well,
and
thank
he
you
did
guys for
straighten up
coming
too.
in.
I was like,
He did. He practices.
did it in front of
he
the
actually.
mirror? All right, yeah.
He doesn't. He's not looking at. He's looking at a mirror this whole time. He hasn't seen us. He's been staring at a mirror that's like a double pane.
Mirror in front of his screen.
Yeah, he's
like,
the most
"You're
disciplined man in the business.
Beautiful. You're awesome.
I have to look this way.
You're great.
I'm here.
Yeah, camera 1,
See-
camera 2, camera 3. But thank you both for coming.
Wayne's World?
I appreciate you spending time, and you will be back. You don't know it. You are already invited back, and you will be back, and it'll be different cousin configurations along the way, because a cousin is just a friend you haven't met yet, I always say. You don't have to go to Ohana, but if you do, you get to be in the inaugural cousin group, which gets you a jacket and
A free back scratch.
We didn't
Yeah.
get a jacket.
you didn't take the back scratcher. It was one of those things where that was like the final. It was like the Grom Jabbar of getting the jacket. So Sky and Garrick are wearing it.
Yeah.
And Zelda, my dog, because I sometimes scratch her with it now. But anyway, thank you so much. If you guys have anybody you would like to see on the Cousin Cast and, Cousin Castin, you can do that. But make sure, subscribe, follow. That always makes me happy. I read every comment. I do. And I always go, oh, unless it's kind of mean and I go, ah.
Yeah.
But even then I'm happy because it was a comment. So honestly, if you want to say what tempo is, tell me tempo below. Set some tempo in the comments.
Tempo out in the comments.
Tempo the comments, everyone. Tempo it out.
Make a tempo comment.
Yeah, tempo the comments. And thank you so much. And thank you so much for stopping by the Lorekeepers Inn. Nope, that's not my outro. Yeah. There's always room at the end. And if you don't know where to find us, just take the second start of the right exit and send straight on till morning.